Astrobiologist Professor Richard B. Hoover says that the meteorites found in Aralagangvilla can be considered as the remains of a comet. He adds that further study needs to be conducted on the matter.
Meteorites fell in the Aralagangville area in Polonnaruwa along with the rains on the 29th of December last year. The Medical Research Institute in Colombo had sent the samples of the discovery to Professor Chandra Wickramasinghe at the Cardiff University and also to Professor Richard B. Hoover for further tests.
The sample that I received, it does indeed contain interesting diatoms. In fact, I have a piece of the meteorite under the visible light microscope by the side of me. This is, in fact, a diatom from the meteorite. This is a diatom of the genus Stenophora. Small sample has very, very great scientific interest because it does, in fact, contain very interesting minerals, as well as not only cyanobacteria, and not only diatoms, but also cyanobacteria. I think that they were certainly in the stone when it landed. That particular diatom is a fossil. The fossils have no organic matter left in them, and this one was embedded. I think it's quite possible that this is the remains of a comet. There's still a great study that needs to be done, of course, in order to fully understand precisely what we are looking at here.
However, geologists at the University of Peradeniya are of the view that the discovery made in Aralagangvilla are not meteorites or comets, but are products of the reaction after soil comes into contact with lightning. This is a material called quartz. We also found a mineral called quilin. When we looked at the characteristics of the discovery and the mineral nature of it, we could determine that this was not extraterrestrial. Well,
I would not deny that that's a possibility. One of the interesting things is that diatoms do have the ability to remain alive for long periods of time. They do have the ability to live in ice and permafrost. Some of the diatoms that are found in this stone are planktonic. That means that they are not soil-type diatoms. They require bodies of liquid water. All of the diatoms that I have found in these stones are freshwater diatoms. Not a single one of them would be associated with oceans or seas or salt water. These are all the kinds of forms that we encounter in freshwater environments.
What you just heard were the views expressed by those who had lost all hope after the recent torrential rains and floods took away their belongings.
Over 250 houses in the Arachikattu and Pallam areas in Chilla were destroyed by the floods after the Dadaroya broke its banks due to the heavy rains that were experienced recently. A month has gone by since then, and the locals lament that they have not received relief from the authorities. We were told that we will be given 1,500 rupees to buy essential goods. Then we were told that we will be given 100,000 rupees. But we have not got anything. The victims lament that they are yet to receive the 100,000 rupees as compensation as promised by the authorities. They told that the houses will be built. They told us that we will be given 100,000 rupees. The people are waiting for that to happen. They decided to build the 3 houses of those who had lost everything. Then word spread that the minister had said that we will be given 100,000 rupees. Now we don't have houses and we did not even get the 100,000 rupees. When inquired from the District Secretary of Puttalam, Kingsley Fernando, he said that discussions are ongoing with the Ministry of Economic Development on the matter.
Speaking during a function held in Nugegodi yesterday, Minister Susil Premajanta commented on the ordinary level examinations.
එවර සාමාන්‍ය පෙළ විභාගයේ ළමයි වාසනාවන්ත වෙලා තියෙනවා ලකුණු.
The ordinary level students who sat for the examination this time are lucky. The pass mark for the science exam is 21. You can get a B pass with 31 marks, while you can get an A pass with 56 marks. The students received 19 points automatically. Luckily, only 19 questions were leaked. If 40 questions were leaked, then everyone would automatically pass. You get a B pass with 31 points and select science stream. We should think about such things more deeply.
විද්‍යා විෂය ධාරාව කරන්න යනවා දැන් සම්මානයක් තියෙනවා විද්‍යා විෂය හැබැයි 31යි. ඉතින් මේවා ගැන ඊට වඩා ගැඹුරින් කල්පනා කරන්න ඕනේ.
The annual prize giving of St. John's College, Nugegoda was held yesterday under the auspices of Minister Susil Premajantha.
In other local news, Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Sajid Premadasa, today donated relief items to those affected by the floods in the Khopegane division.
Under the Sahanayatra program initiated to provide relief to the flood-affected people, Parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa donated aid at the Ambilipitiya Community Hall.
බන්දුණු ගුණවර්ධන ඇමතිතුමා කියනවා සාමාන්‍ය පෙළ අසමත් වෙන
Minister Bandru Gunawardena says that he will make provisions for anyone who failed the ordinary level or advanced level to obtain a degree. Around 130,000 students pass the advanced level exam annually. Out of that number, around 60,000 apply for universities, and only around 25 to 28,000 will be able to enter university. The increase of that number was all thanks to the former Chief Justice. Bandru Gunawardena cannot make provisions for the entire 60,000 to obtain a degree. How is he going to make provisions for those who failed the exam to obtain a degree?
උසස් පෙළ සාමාන්‍ය පෙළ අසමත් වුණු දරුවට උපාධියක් ලබා දෙන්න.
Former Supreme Court Judge A.R.B. Amarasinghe passed away yesterday.
Born in 1937, Justice A.R.B. Amarasinghe was the eldest son of Clarence and Sybil Amarasinghe. Amarasinghe received his higher education at the University of Ceylon, the Ceylon Law College and the Queen's College in Oxford. He served as a judge of the Supreme Court for 13 years and has also served as the acting Chief Justice. A.R.B. Amarasinghe has functioned as a chairperson as well as member of many expert and advisory bodies both in Sri Lanka and overseas. His remains currently lie at a private funeral parlour in Colombo. The final rites are scheduled to take place tomorrow morning at the Borala Cemetery.
In business news tonight, speaking at an event in Galagedara Kandy, Deputy Minister of Finance Dr. Salat Amanugama emphasized on the importance of uplifting the rural economy.
What do we men, including myself, do? We take the money that the women send us and we go on parades and ask for a raise. The only thing that we don't ask for is maternal leave. We ask everything from the government apart from that. All the men go on marches. They go on marches asking for this and that. They don't get involved in the production. Everything in this country is manufactured by women. So through the Divinaguma bill, what we hope for is to create a female force that will obtain a loan and engage in an industry close to their homes by also obtaining the seeds and saplings provided by the government. We should all render our support for this. Then you will see a change. The event to educate the state officers in the Galagedra electorate on the Divinaguma bill was held at the Galagedra Cultural Centre. The event was conducted by an organization titled A Nation Without Poverty.
According to a release issued by the U.S. Embassy in Sri Lanka, 3 U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretaries are due to visit the country.
The 3-member delegation will meet with senior Sri Lankan officials, members of various political parties as well as civil society representatives. The US Deputy Assistant Secretaries are due to discuss a wide range of issues including progress in implementing the LLRC recommendations as well as the National Action Plan. The delegation is also scheduled to travel to the Maldives. The 3-member delegation consists of Deputy Assistant Secretary of State James Moore, who previously served as the Deputy Chief of Mission at the US Embassy in Colombo, as well as Deputy Assistant Secretary of State Jane Zimmerman and Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense Vikram Singh.
It's now time for the newspaper cartoon of the day. some cricket news. India recorded a comprehensive 7-wicket win over New Zealand in the third one-day international played today at the HEC International Cricket Stadium in Ranchi. India lead the series 2-1.
India won the toss and invited England to bat first. England could only score 155 runs as they were bundled out in 42.2 overs. Chasing 156 runs to win, the home team won the game in 28.1 overs, losing 3 wickets. The Vikramaratchi Ayurveda Teaching Hospital in Gampaha was closed on 3 separate occasions within 3 months as a result of the issues raised by students regarding the year-end examinations and evaluations. The institute continues to operate only for the year-end examinations of the 37 final year students. However, the 37 final year students have refused to sit for the final examination since the 15th of last month. Action TV revealed the situation that the students had to face when they were to sit for the 5th examination paper on the 3rd of this month after sitting for the previous 4 exams. Although an examination hall with tables and chairs were prepared for students to sit for the first 4 examinations, they did not have desks for the 5th examination and had to write the exam for 3 hours without the desks. As the students voiced objection to this, the examination was postponed and a day later the institute was also closed. The responsibility of organizing these examinations lies with the senior assistant registrar of the institute. However, on the 3rd of this month, that responsibility was taken over by the head of the foundations division from the senior assistant registrar. At a media briefing convened yesterday, an explanation was provided on the incident that took place on the 3rd. However, citing the said incident on the 4th of this month, the institute was closed for all the students who have no connection to the incident. The incident mentioned at the media briefing yesterday was not the only incident that prompted the students to express their displeasure over the head of the division who acted as the examiner on the 3rd. It is indeed a question as to how the director could level such an allegation. The allegation that she levels, saying that students are not mentioning clear reasons for the issue, is also doubtful. The reason was because the director had misused a document presented by the students through their parents at a meeting with her 2 hours before yesterday's media briefing. The students have clearly mentioned their issues in this letter, and their requirement is not to cheat during the exams, but a request for accepted and transparent examination. The director had placed a signature on this letter as well.
And that's a wrap from all of us here at News First. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Punshani Edrasinghe. Have a pleasant weekend.